Hi, George here, and today we'll be talking about keyboard shortcuts, and there are loads of shortcuts here inside of Photoshop Elements. Now, I don't tend to use shortcuts that much in my videos, mostly because I believe it's better to show something as opposed to using keyboard shortcuts for the videos. For instance, if I wanted to do a new file and new, like this, and then blank file, that's real obvious what it is that I'm doing. People can see that on screen. If I just use the Control and keyboard shortcut, you don't get this visual up here showing the step that I'm doing. So I tend to not use keyboard shortcuts most of the time in my videos, but there are a few that I use all the time. They're just easier to do this way. And these are what I consider my favorite keyboard shortcuts. For instance, the Control and 0 key is a fit screen key. If I zoom out or I zoom in, which happens a lot, I'll frequently use the Control 0 just to get back to full screen. Really useful keyboard shortcut to know about. Let's just say I do something in here. Maybe I'll take the paintbrush and let's just do that. And I didn't want to do that. I'll use the Control plus the Z key, which is your undo. That's up here under Edit. And you see that right there, undo, Control Z. Redo is the Control Y. Same idea. So a really useful one to have memorized, Control Z. If I want to select everything on the page, Control A gives me a full selection like that. And then Control D is deselect. And those are keyboard shortcuts that I use all the time. Another two keys I like a lot are the left square bracket key, and that makes a brush smaller if you're on a brush tool, or the right square bracket key, which makes your brush larger if you're on a brush tool. You'll see me using this quite a bit in the different videos that I do. And then V to go back to the move tool. Another nice thing about keyboard shortcuts is that you can program those onto a programmable mouse. One that I have set up on my mouse is for a button under my thumb, and that's a save button. I just click on that, and it gives me the save dialog box just like that. So very, very useful, real fast. And that's simply programming a keyboard shortcut onto one of the buttons on the mouse. The shortcut for that, by the way, is just the Control S key right here. Now, there's no reason to use keyboard shortcuts, and there's no reason to not use keyboard shortcuts. It really depends upon how you personally like to work, what you find the most useful. I will tend to stay away from keyboard shortcuts to take my right hand off of the mouse, since I'm always using the mouse. And I'll tend to use left-hand keyboard shortcuts more frequently than right-hand keyboard shortcuts just because of that hand moving from the mouse action. So it may not be as fast if I have to go off the mouse and then back onto the mouse again. I lose some time there, and that kind of defeats the purpose for it being a shortcut. So oftentimes I'll just do something with the mouse just because it's faster than using a keyboard shortcut. Let's just set up another layer over here. I'll right-click where it says background, and let's make a duplicate layer. There we go. And one I use quite a bit is the Control key, and then click on the thumbnail for the layer. That just selects the contents of the layer. You can see it outside there. Right now the contents is the whole layer. That's a real fast layer selection. Control and D key, and that deselects. Again, those are left-hand keyboard shortcuts, and they're faster than using the mouse for those actions. You'll find a lot of keyboard shortcuts listed up here. Go up to File, and you'll see them on the right-hand side. For instance, Open is Control 0. New is hiding over here is Control plus the N key. Opening Camera Raw is the Alt and Control and the 0. Now I'm working in Windows, so this says Control and Alt. Over on the Macintosh, they're the same keys, the same position on the keyboard. It's just that on the Macintosh, they call the Control key the Command key. It does some other stuff as well. And they call the Alt key the Option key. Again, same location on the keyboard, just a different name for that. So if you're on a Mac and you're watching my videos and you hear me say Control, just think of me as saying Command. If you hear me say Alt, just think of me as saying Option. Now over on Adobe's Photoshop program, go up to the Edit menu, and right down here, there is a Keyboard Shortcuts option that you can bring up. Very useful over there. You can see the keyboard shortcuts. You also can reprogram those keyboard shortcuts to different shortcuts, but you can't do it here in Photoshop Elements, and there is no list. Of course, there's all these things showing on the right-hand side, but it's not really a very good list having to go through all of those and see what those are. Now, because of that, I have set up a downloadable and printable list for all the keyboard shortcuts here in Photoshop Elements, at least all the ones that I've found. Let me bring that up and show that to you. And it's right here. And these work pretty much in all versions of Photoshop Elements. If a keyboard shortcut is doing something which is only in a new tool or a new option, then obviously it's only going to be working in the versions that have that tool or option. But most of these are working with all your versions of Photoshop Elements. And a lot of them are very useful to use. So here's the tool shortcuts. Scroll down, here's view and navigation. Lots of stuff in here. Working with selections right here. Transforming selections there. Layer menu and panel stuff is right in here. Color and brush shortcuts are right down through here. text editing shortcuts, file operations, liquify filters, swatches, camera raw, filter gallery, and blend modes. And then down here, some additional ones, edit image and enhance. And I think this covers just about everything. I may have missed one or two in my research, but I think that's all pretty much here, including both the Windows version and the Mac version on the keyboard shortcuts. It's a free download. I'll put a link for the download in the description. Just click on that. If you have a PDF viewer in your browser, it'll show up like this in your browser. You can then download from the browser right there or print. If you don't have a PDF viewer in your browser, it will simply download into your default download folder. So this should make up for the lack of a list of keyboard shortcuts inside of Photoshop Elements. It's all right here for you. Now, a few that are useful to know about. Over here, left-hand side on these tools, each tool has its own keyboard shortcut. If you hover over the tool for a minute, you'll see that shortcut there. The move tool is a V. If I come down here to the paintbrush, for instance, that's a B for brush. So we have V for move and B for brush. So if I'm here working and I want to switch to the brush, just hit that B key. Here's the brush. Hit the V key and you're back over to the move tool again. So memorizing that V key is really useful. You may not have to memorize all of these tools, like the color picker or the type tool or the pencil tool, but memorizing that V to get back to the move tool, that's a good one to memorize. That's one that you'll probably be using all the time. Another really useful keyboard shortcut that I like is just the tab key, and that goes into a clean mode here, hides all the panels. So there's a tab, it just cycles back and forth. Tab shows the panels and tab hides the panels. If I then do the Control-0, that goes full screen in there. So it's a real nice way to get a real large view, but it hides all of your working tools. You can go back again to see that tab key, and you're back here again, Control-0, and you're back to fit screen. There are some things that you do inside of Photoshop Elements that require having a keyboard shortcut. For instance, over here, if I come in and let's just take the brush tool, I have black as my color. I'm going to put a layer mask on here. Let's hide that background. Then I'll use the black just to remove this elephant out of here. Let's come in and paint him out like that. And this is occasionally nice if you wanted to be putting something else in here. You just wanted to get the area cleaned up before you add in your other content. There we go. Just paint him clear out. This is just making a hole inside of this. Let's say I had another layer up here and I wanted to put content in here, but I use this layer mask. An easy shortcut key here is to come down to this layer, hold the Alt key down and pull straight up. It then copies that layer mask from the one layer to the other layer. So that's something which you can't do any other way. You have to have a keyboard in there to do that. Something else that's really useful is you can get into and edit a layer mask directly, hold the Alt key down and then click on the layer mask, and that takes you inside the layer mask. For instance, in here I can see that I missed a couple of spots right there and there. So it allows you to edit the mask directly. Then just click onto a different layer to get back out of that again. So sometimes the keys on the keyboard are required for an action you can't do any other way, and sometimes they're just shortcuts to save you some time. Across the top of your keyboard, you have F keys, F1 through F12. These bring up the different panels. The F1 key is just your help file, and you can see it up here, help, right there. F1 is always help in Windows, and that's for any program. But the other keys are different. So if I do the F2 key, that brings up the effects panel right-hand side. F3 key gives me the filters panel. F4 shows or hides the tools option down below, like that. F5 shows or hides the photo bin in here. F6 is the styles panel, like that again, shows and hides. F7 is the graphics panel. F8 gets into the other little miscellaneous panels in here, and so forth. I showed you the rest of the F keys, but those are being used by my video recording program, so I can't show those in a video while I'm recording the video. And whenever I'm making a video, I always show the keyboard shortcuts that I'm talking about over here right-hand side. I actually edit those in during the editing process and put those in there so you can see the keys that I'm using. One more thing here about keyboard shortcuts, and speaking of typing, and that's that a lot of the keyboard shortcuts, like our tool shortcut, which is the V key, takes you back here to the move tool. Those keyboard shortcuts do not work if you are typing in here. So I'll just put a text box like that. And that's because if you're typing and you hit the V key, it's going to be giving you a V up here on the page. So a lot of the keyboard shortcuts will not work if you're in the typing mode. Go ahead and grab that download on using the keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to put the link for that in the description. And while you're there, if you don't have my Photoshop Elements training, and you want to take a look at that, I'll put a link for that in the description as well. It's the best way to learn how to use Photoshop Elements. If you found this video useful, make sure you hit that thumbs up, give me a like. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you next time.